Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RCRC. That is the Relationship Connection with Ronald and Charlie. I am Charlie Willis.
I am Ronald Willis, and today, Charlie, we're going to be looking at can being unpunctual destroy your relationship?
About to find out.
All right, let's watch this clip, y'all.
Ronald, you late.
I know I'm late, Charlie.
Jeez.
I'm not perfect.
Nobody said you was perfect. I said you were late.
I know I'm late.
God, why are you late this time?
Oh, man, come on, Charlie. It's not like I've been late a lot of times. But anyway, I just overslept a little bit.
Oh, did you work today?
No, I ain't worked today.
So, I still don't understand. So, there's no reason for you to have been late if you didn't
If
work.
I overslept, that's the reason.
Ronald,
I took a nap.
okay.
There's nothing wrong with me taking a nap.
Okay, well, when you got up late, you didn't text me, you didn't call me.
Well, my phone was dead, Charlie.
The usual. This doesn't make any sense. I'm sick and tired of this.
Sick and tired of what? I only been late twice.
Ronald,
Most of the time I pick you up on time, Charlie.
You've been
That's
late
wrong with
more
people.
than twice.
No, that's wrong with people. They always emphasize on what you don't do. They don't emphasize on what you do. Most of the time, I pick you up on time. Can I get appreciation for that?
No, you
Instead
can't.
of being badgered for being late, and then this is only my second time being late. Come on.
Ronald, when I get off and it's time to go, I'm ready to go. I don't want to stay there a minute longer.
Maybe you need to get your own ride then.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I will make other arrangements with that attitude. That you know what?
Why don't you appreciate when someone is doing something for you, Charlie?
Ronald,
Why don't you appreciate that?
won't you appreciate me by being on time?
I'm trying to be on time. I'm not perfect, Charlie. It's no way someone's gonna always be on time. It's no way somebody's gonna be on time all the time. You gotta make allowances.
If it was for
you gotta
me,
make
I'd have been.
You gotta
on
make
time.
allowances that every blue moon I might be late.
Ronald,
And you shouldn't get mad about it
you know
because
what?
most of the time I don't be late.
Forget it. Just pull over. I'm not going.
Pull over?
Pull over. I'm not going through this. I get home
What do you mean pull
another
over?
way. I get home.
Oh, ain't no problem. You gonna wait for the car to stop?
Jesus. Pull over there.
Whatever, Charlie. Now, what you gonna do then? Walk on?
Don't worry
What you
about
gonna
it.
do, walk on?
You didn't worry about it. Let me know to be on time, so don't worry about how I'm gonna get
Oh,
home.
you got somebody else to pick you up, huh?
Whatever.
See you later. Deuces.
All, all right. Look like somebody being destroyed in that video. What you got, Charlie?
Who's being destroyed? Me, who
Well,
had
you got
to
out the car.
get
Come
out
on.
of the car and find adequate transportation home.
You didn't have to do that though. You just got too upset.
Is that what it was?
That's right.
Well, I felt like I had been, disrespected for some time now.
Disrespected. The disrespect was coming from you to me. I was simply just late. You didn't even greet me when you got in the car. You're late. What about, hey, how you doing?
Okay, yeah. You said simply just, and thus there is the problem. Well, okay, Ronald, you were late picking me up from work again
It happens. Sometimes we are late.
and again
Most time I'm on time.
and again.
Yeah, but you got out of the car.
And there's reasons behind that.
Why?
Looks like I was fed up.
Fed up with what? What did I do that was so wrong?
I'm about to let you know. But before we get into that, I want you to know that we are here to equip, empower, and educate couples on how to thrive in their relationships. How? Through candid conversations right here on this platform.
And that's right. Don't forget to help support this ministry by making a contribution to our Cash App at First Focus Faith. And watch it by YouTube. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Do it all.
Because we need it all.
All right. So now we need to know what's going on in this skit, Charlie.
Okay, there was some disrespect going on.
There was no disrespect at all.
Okay, well, when you got up late, you didn't text me, you didn't call me.
Well, my phone was dead, Charlie.
The usual. This doesn't make any sense. I'm sick and tired of this. You have picked me up late again from work. I don't know how many people out there
No one
feel.
is perfect.
I don't know how many people out there feel the way that I feel, but kind of get tired of that being picked up late
I only
kind
did
of thing
twice.
going. Okay.
So what's the reason?
All right. So
help our viewers understand what is really going on.
Because
there is no greeting when you get in the car. You're late. Well, if you're telling me I'm late and I know I'm late, why tell me?
Yeah.
Why not a greeting? Why not a nice greeting? Hey, Ron, how you doing?
I could have done it a different way.
That's right.
Yes.
And give me time to tell you why I'm late versus telling me something I already know. And so when you get in the car and say you're late, man, you starting off wrong.
Okay. I'll give you that.
That's right. So then I was like, I know I'm late. You don't have to tell me I'm late. I know that.
Okay. So next, I should have said hello and then, why are you late?
No, I'm saying that you should say, how you doing? Hello. And give me an opportunity to tell you why I'm late, because it's more powerful when I say it versus you trying to ask and pull it out of me. Now, of course, if I do not say anything, right, then you want to engage the conversation. What's going on with this guy? Because he know he's late. Why he's not saying anything?
Yeah. Okay. Want you guys to weigh in and comment on this video.
Who's wrong? That's what I want to know.
Is this a wrong, right kind of thing when we're talking about picking somebody up?
If you're trying to hold somebody to perfection, maybe so. But anybody out there perfect? Raise your hand if you're perfect. No one is perfect. So there will be times, right, that I might be late. As long as I'm in the 98th percentile of being on time, hey, there should be no problem. And then you get in the car and say, hey, how you doing? I'm like, sorry, I was late. Whatever the reason is. And we move on.
Wonder how this would go if the roles were reversed.
Same way. What roles got to do with it?
I'm saying if I was picking you up late.
Yeah, I would say, hey, what's up, baby?
Okay.
Because my mind, right, when you are late, I'm looking for you to tell me, not me come in and say, you late. We already know that.
That's not going to happen because he knows I'm not a late person. So I'm going to pick you up on time.
You've been late before. No one is perfect. You have been late. Yes, you have been late.
It had to be a traffic thing.
No.
Anyway.
I don't know the reason why, but you have been late. I have been late. We have been late.
I don't recall.
Neither one of us has always 100% been on time.
Okay.
We have not.
No one. We're not using the word always.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And so really we want to have an understanding about this unpunctual or being late. And we really want to dive in and say, does it destroy a relationship? What is your answer to that question, John?
Yes, it can destroy a relationship. Because I know on the surface this sounds simple. Like, okay, you got picked up late, move on. But it can turn into so many different things, because we know as we have disagreements, we allow other conversations to leak in to that one conversation. We don't center on the same thing. We go back and forth. Then it turns into, oh, you don't care about me. Why would you leave me out there waiting? And you disrespect me. It turns into so much. So yeah, I think it can.
So it interferes with the emotional connection to a place where all of a sudden you feel that the person do not care. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
You don't care that I'm waiting on you, and it's like, yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so definitely when you look at it from that perspective, it can destroy a relationship, especially when there's emotional connection. If you have a degree of me being on time or punctual, right, and I don't do that, you may go to the place that I don't care. Okay, that may not be wholeheartedly true though. Okay, and so what I understand, if you on this platform and me being on time, is those your feelings?
Are those
because I'm the person that I'm saying, hey, I may be late every blue moon, who knows, right? Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm not really connected to all of a sudden there's some feelings about it that says I don't care.
Yeah, I'll go straight there.
But why go there? If it's consistent, right?
Well,
like let's say most of the time I'm being late, right? Then I can understand it. Help me understand if I'm late one or two times.
Okay, we're not talking about one or two times. Okay, I can let that pass. But if it consistently shows a pattern, especially if I've made it known that I don't like to be picked up late. I've made it known that I would like you to be on time, and then you still pick me up late.
But ain't there people out there that if you do it one time, they get upset?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Right. And so what's going on with those people?
I
Are
can't
they
speak
still
to
coming
that.
from the place of, but I'm saying we surmise it here and we don't 100%
Just
know, right?
sometimes people just maybe don't want to have don't understand. I don't, they're real passionate or emotional about something, or vice versa.
Are they still going to this place that the other person don't care? That's why they
could. Yeah,
Okay.
somebody could think that. I mean, they could, especially if you didn't have anything going on, so you didn't get up.
And so what I'm hearing is the person is hurt.
Okay,
that
yeah,
you're late.
yeah.
Okay. And now what I'm hearing is this something for how women feel versus a man?
Don't go there.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you late, I'm not going to that place you don't care. I may get there if you consistently late, right? Okay, if you late most of the time, I'm like, what's going on with this? But if you late 1 or 2 times, 3 times, whatever, I may not go to the place that you don't care. Okay, I may look at what's going on, how you moving, causing you to be late.
Well, I don't want to categorize it and separate it like women would do, because we have counseled some couples where men seem to take on the persona.
I'm just saying most, y'all,
of being emotional about something, and the woman is in the opposite realm. So
generally speaking, because most men are not like that.
Okay.
And so we do have a quote here. Charlie, you want to read that quote?
All right. So this is a quote by William Hazlitt, and it says, "Few things tend more to alienate friendship than a want of punctuality in our engagements."
And so what I'm hearing him saying, it can destroy your
relationship. Being punctual,
not being punctual.
Just like this is just this one instance that we're discussing in this clip that we saw, but there's different areas in our lives that we can see this in. Work is not only our personal, but in our work environment, in our church environment, your friendship. You have an engagement, you know that one friend that's just going to be the late one, and the repetitiveness can affect any aspects of a relationship. I just want to say that.
Yeah, but when you in this situation, let's say you're the hurt party, and you are displaying your pain towards your partner, actually both of y'all are guilty now. I'm guilty of being late, but you are guilty of how you're responding to the lateness.
True.
In other words, we both are hurting each other now.
Okay.
And that's definitely is not going to result in anything healthy in the relationship. And so, yes, I'm late, but should you come at me because I'm late?
I shouldn't come at you.
No, you should not. Okay. You want to put on this patience and understanding and have to discover what's going on. And then if it's being consistent, or if it's a lot, then maybe you want to engage in a conversation where you're respecting each other, so you get to a resolution that this does not continue in our relationship.
Okay, we can do that.
So we can do that. So psychology today says what?
Being late expresses disrespect. It implies other priorities. No one likes to wait for someone, wondering if the person is challenging or forgetting them. That was my stance somewhat in the video.
It was? Okay. You felt like I forgot you? Because we already know you don't like to wait. And as this quote from Psychology Today says, it says no one likes to wait.
I just felt like you were being lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical about what, though?
Picking me up,
But how you know? You
because
you didn't give me an opportunity to even discuss how I was
here
feeling.
It is. Here's the big
You're
kicker.
late.
Here is the big kicker. Because it's the way you move in the relationship with other things. Yeah. So
wait a minute. This is more to the relationship than this video.
Right. Because for the most part,
right here,
wait a minute. I got it. Wait a minute. So this is a part of why I'm upset. Because in the relationship, sometimes there's a late person and the not late person.
Oh, so someone is more punctual than the
Yeah.
other person.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Use the
when
word unpunctual, unpunctuality.
yeah, so when you see when you know this person to be late at other events and other things that you do, and now you're picking me up late. Now I'm, really teed. Use that word. Yeah.
T. What does that really mean?
You're really upset about it.
Really upset.
Yeah.
Why you use the word T? Just come out and say I'm upset.
Yeah.
Okay. But being late sometimes should not destroy the relationship. Extreme unpunctuality is harmful and can endanger your relationship. But you can't hold anyone to perfectly do something for you, and then when they do not execute it, you on the attack. Because now you are hurt, you giving me hurt, now I'm hurt, I'm giving you hurt, we both hurt, and we're not accomplishing anything when we're giving each other our pain.
Oh.
So we want to look at this in such a way, in a healthy way, not holding anyone to perfection, and definitely, if you are consistently unpunctual, then that's a different platform. And in the video, of course, I mentioned that I was late 2 times. Now, I didn't tell you how many times I was on time. Could have been on time 3 times and late twice. Who knows, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a good point there.
Yeah. So, in other words, right, the person that comes in late, right, you are hurt, right, and now you're hurting me back. And what do you think you're going to accomplish when you do that? At the end of the day, in this video, the skit, you're getting out the car. It just escalated. It's escalating and escalated to a place where all of a sudden now you're getting out the car.
Pissed off, packed up, ready to go.
And what you going to do when you get out the car?
I don't know.
I don't know and stuff. Right? You just want to separate from me. Was it that bad?
That bad.
Yeah, so definitely want to be mindful of that, especially the person that is receiving this unpunctuality from the other person. Be mindful that if you're hurting about it, right, you just as guilty as the other person, just as guilty as the person that's late now, because both of y'all are hurting each other. As we did in the skit. You hurt me, I don't know. I hurt you, you hurt me.
No, I don't know, because at the end, when I got out the car, you said deuces.
That mean I was hurt.
That sound like bye, whatever. I don't care.
That's a nonchalant act like I really don't care and stuff. How we do when we get to that place. We want to exercise some constraints, right? I'm not trying to beg you to stay in the car. Obviously. So if you want to get out of the car, deuces. See you later. That's what you want to do. I'm not stopping you from doing what you want to do. Okay, but everybody that watched this skit know that that's not what you want to do. You just upset. Okay, in other words, you're leading by your emotions. What should you lead by, Charlie?
Logic.
Spirits is the word I was looking for.
Okay, the spirit.
Led by the spirit, not by the emotions, man. The emotions are all over the place. Sometimes they're up and down like a roller coaster. You want to be led by the spirit, okay?
Right.
And in other words, in spite of how you are feeling, right, you still respect me. You come in the car disrespecting me because you felt like I disrespected you.
Okay.
And if I disrespect you and you disrespect me, what are we doing? We're
two disrespectful people.
Yeah, we're disrespecting each other with no resolution and with no method of trying to solve it. Okay.
All right. Let's look at how to solve it.
Let's look at how to solve it. But first, let's take a commercial break.
Start your journey toward transforming. Call Georgia Family Crisis Solutions at 706-869-7373, where we offer a variety of counseling services to fit your busy schedule. We have 2 locations in the CSRA to serve you: 4145 Columbia Road in Martinez, Georgia, and 427 North Bel Air Road in Evans, Georgia. Call us today and schedule an appointment.
All right, so we are back from the commercial break, and we're looking at does being unpunctual to destroy the relationship? And we had some yes, and we had some no's, and it's really if you are on a consistent basis being unpunctual, definitely that can destroy the relationship. Because also we said that the person that's waiting for the person to be on time, right? And what psychology today said that says no one likes to wait for someone, so it can be hurtful. And we also talked about that you may think the other person is not caring about your feelings, so it creates this platform where you want to attack the person. And if you do that, now both of y'all are guilty. I'm guilty of being late, and you guilty of coming at me because I'm late.
All right.
So let's look at how we're going to fix it.
All right. So the first point of we want to recognize is we need to accept that you have a problem.
So the person that's coming late, if they have a problem, right, they need to accept that. Because a lot of times
you have a problem being on time.
I have no problem being on time. Okay, even though I'm not late that many times, I still may have a problem with that. Okay.
So you don't think you have a problem being on time?
Who, me? Mm-hmm. No, I don't. Because you define on time as you in the military terms of being on time. 15 minutes before is on time. On time is late. Well, I'm here to say on time is on time. And so you want to roll earlier and I want to roll on time. Because for me, I don't like to go there and wait. Right? When I hit the door, I'm ready for that.
I need to get there to see what's going on, to see where I'm going to sit, to see where I'm going to be, to scope out and get what I need to get before I get situated.
And so, this is not part of the skip, but that's something to look at too, right? Mm-hmm. What's your definition of being on time? True. What's my definition of being on time? If we're supposed to be there at 3:00, my definition of being on time is 3:00. That's not your definition. If we're supposed to be there at 3:00, what time are we supposed to be there for you to be on time?
Nah, no, we get there about 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yes, I don't like that. I don't like that. And really associated with my military. When I was in the military, hurry up and wait. I don't want to hurry up and wait because I don't like the waits. Yeah, so I don't like that. And when I got to the military, I was like, yes, I ain't got to be 15 minutes before time anymore.
You do show it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, 5 minutes at the time, I'm good. Okay. And so anyway, at the first thing we want to look at, right, is accepting the truth about yourself. If you do have a challenge with being on time, or maybe there's a misunderstanding of what being on time based on how your partner feels, you want to accept that as truth in your relationship and then come together to see how we can solve this, so then we won't create a platform where the other person say, well, you don't care.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Be truthful with self. Okay. Now the other person shouldn't make it out to be the truth if it's not. You're always late.
Okay, so you're talking about what you think is your truth and what you think is my truth.
Well, I'm talking the definition.
Okay.
Because if my definition of being on time is at 3:00, then that's my truth. And my truth says I'm not late. Because 3:01 is late, not 3. Your definition is 10 minutes before. And so we get at 3:00, we're late. Mm. And so there's two truths going on. They both are truth in the way we think. But don't lie to self and say, I have no problem being on time if you know you late a lot. Okay? Be truthful with self.
All right. Okay. All right. So the second point we want to make is make an allowance for your partner. Do not hold them to perfection. Colossians 3:13, this is the New Living Translation version, states, make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others.
This is a huge point to understand because it helps us understand how to respond when the person is late. Make an allowance. And then you want to forgive them in the moment. Don't attack them. Don't come at them and stuff, right? Forgive them for being late. Okay. And then I like what I said earlier. Take a pause so for them to tell you why they are late versus you trying to put it out of them. It's more powerful when I say it and own it because now I'm being accountable for my action versus you trying to pull it out of me.
So I wonder how that would have went if I did not come in the vehicle and stated anything about you being late.
You could have greeted me, right? Because and if I know how you feel about being late, right? And if I care about how you feel about being late, I'm gonna say something. Then you can measure me caring you by allowing me to talk.
I'm wondering what
you can't measure the caring if you come in, you're late. You already messed up.
Okay, so what would you have said?
I would have said, hey, I'm sorry that I'm late. And then I would say, man, I messed up and I overslept. Something simple like that and stuff, right? I'm trying to make sure I don't do it again because I know how you feel about being late. I know you don't like to wait. Very simple and simplistic. Okay, now you getting what you want, and what is that? To care about your feelings. But if you come and attacking me, I'm not. At that moment, I'm not even caring about your feelings. I'm ready to defend myself because you're coming at me. Okay, you want me to care about your feelings. You got to give me the opportunity. Now, if I don't, that's a different conversation.
All right, I can see that.
Okay, so definitely make an allowance. Okay, give the person grace. Okay, forgive the person in the moment.
Okay.
So, okay. All right, what we got next?
All right, point 3. Tell the unpunctured person, that would be Ronald, how it makes you feel without disrespecting them actually. Be patient and understanding.
And that goes with the second point, right? You want to convey the message of how it makes you feel because ultimately you want them to care about your feelings. They really don't care about being on time as much as they care about how you feel about me being on time. Me caring about how you feel about being on time is more powerful than me caring about being on time. Is that making sense?
Okay.
And so definitely have a conversation with them in a respectful way because you got to remember, as I have always echoed this: when you talk, you're gonna be heard. But if you disrespect me, you're not gonna I'm not gonna listen to you. You're not gonna be heard. Mm-hmm. Come have a conversation where you're respecting me, showing patience and understanding, so you can get what you want from me.
All right. So 1 Peter 2:1. 17 states, show proper respect to everyone. Love the family of believers. Fear God. Honor the emperor.
So, the first part of that scripture is what we're trying to pull out. Show proper respect to everyone. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's more powerful in your relationship because those are the ones that we have a tendency sometimes to show disrespect. Mm-hmm. It's easy to show respect to someone that's not in a close relationship with you. But the close relationship these close relationships that you're in, when someone does something wrong to you or says something you don't like, sometimes it can be challenging to show respect. Mm-hmm. But that's not what the Bible is telling us. Show respect to everyone. In other words, you should be showing respect 24/7, regardless of how the person act, think, or what they do. Because you should be on a foundation say, hey, I'm gonna always be respectful, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
Yes, and definitely not knowing that concept right there, you will be challenged.
It's not easy. That's why we need the Holy Spirit.
Right.
The Spirit, come on in, Holy Spirit, because these things are not easy. I'm feeling a certain way and I want to react to those feelings. Right. But those are not healthy things to do in our relationship, to react to those negative feelings. Okay. Yes. We want the Spirit to come in and guide us, and so that we be patient and understanding and giving allowance and forgiveness. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the next point?
All right. So point number 4 states, agree together on how we are going to solve this. Have reminders or text messages. And so first, we acknowledge that this exists, okay? And
it probably exists in our relationship.
For me, I have to be able to have this conversation with you in a respectful way to let you know, how uneasy it makes me feel. Because we got to respect each other, even if, you may think that being there at the time or a few minutes after is okay. It's not that bad.
Well, I'm not on a team a few minutes after. On time, not after. Don't get it twisted, y'all.
You were late. um you may shrug it off, but you have to respect how your partner feels.
Right, but I'm saying
you have to come to some common ground with that.
Yeah, so in the moment and stuff, right? We talk about things that we do in the moment. This one is not actually in the moment. This
Right.
is now we're having a conversation how we're going to navigate to be in an environment where I don't come late, especially if I got a challenge with that.
Mhm.
Okay, and you don't want to be solely pointing the finger at the other person and say you need to solve this. No, we need to solve this. And we come together as a couple and we talk about how we're going to solve this. And one of the things that you had mentioned earlier that, hey, maybe part of it's sending a reminder, sending a text message to help the other person be on time, especially if they have a challenge with that.
Yeah.
Think about if you'd have called me, you might have woke me up and I might not overslept and I've been on time.
Hey, you on the way?
Yeah, recognize your relationship, okay, and things you got to do in the relationship to help make it better. Don't be on the sideline pointing the finger at the other person.
Right, because sometimes, even now, like, we're being transparent talking about this, that, I like to be there more so prior to time and on time. And Ronald, sometimes it still runs late.
Wait a minute, Ronald, wait a minute.
So I have to say, while we're getting ready, remind him of what time it is.
Yeah, you do that. Hey, Ron, are you checking the time?
Such
you
a
see what
time
it
is.
Okay? You're trying to leave it this time. Okay?
Yeah, so you might have to do that. So it prompts that person like, oh, okay, because they could be doing something and it easily time slips away.
Yeah, just remember we're in this together, okay? And it's not just one person; it's us together trying to make it work and stuff, right? So this is not a problem in the relationship. So anyway, so the question is what now? Can being unpunctual destroy your relationship? Yes, it can. All right.
Yeah, just work on it so it doesn't. Right. Recognize and work on it so it doesn't.
All right, Charlie.
All right, that concludes. All right, guys, we want to thank you for joining us and come back next week when we'll have another exciting episode of RCRC, that is the Relationship Connection with Ronald and Charlie. Bye-bye.
See you.